1, 2, check, check, check. Got audio coming at you, John. About 30 seconds. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. 1, 2, check, check, check. Turn that up. 1, 2, check, check. Okay, you got that? Okay. And here it comes. Here comes random commercials.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
We got about 3 minutes left in the third quarter of the JV game, so we still have a few minutes anyway.
Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of
work on getting a picture, and I'll call you back in a little bit.
Here in downtown Preston.
All right,
vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors.
Hey, quick question for you. I'm not getting a picture on YouTube. All I have is on the screen a thing that says null, N-U-L-L. Any idea? Okay. No, I was getting audio through, but there's no picture. This has, don't know. Yes. It is starting that? Okay, then let me, I just put the camera up. I'm not seeing anything, but if you're seeing it, I'm not. I just put the camera up, so you should see that in a second. Okay, for whatever reason, I'm just not seeing it on my screen, but apparently it's working. Right. Okay, so it is streaming. I'm just not seeing it on my YouTube screen. That's fine. That'll work. Okay, thank you, sir. All right, bye. They're seeing it. We're just not seeing it. For whatever reason, I'm not getting this picture here like I should, but it is going through on the screen. So we're going to start the pregame show with about 5 minutes left in the fourth. About 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Because we got 10 minutes of interviews, plus whatever else we're going to do. Hey, they let you in?
Man to fight, kicking and screaming.
Somebody told me they made him a bishop since he wasn't basketball coach anymore. Which would account for the very short haircut. Okay, we'll go at the end of this song. Because they get 2 more points, and this should go to the running ball. It should be 30 points. Is it 40 in basketball? thought it was 30. It was 40 in football. Okay, tell you what, let's play. How long's the next song? Go ahead and play it. Go ahead and play the 2-minute song. They took a timeout and it screwed me all up. Darn them. They're losing by 38. There's no reason to take any more timeouts. That's what I was hoping, but not yet.
A lot of substitution.
They are, but I don't remember if it was 30 or 40 points. It's 43 to 15. It's good enough for a mercy rule. That's what I thought too. We'd have them get 2 more points and then we could have a running clock. They'll let us score. Okay.
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. Tonight, the Lady Indians hit the road as they head to Shelley to take on the Russets. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Hubbard. Glad to have you with us here tonight as the Lady Indians finally get back on the court. They've been off for the last 11 days. In fact, tonight is the only game that they'll play in almost 3 complete weeks as they head to Shelley to take on the Russets tonight. This is the second meeting of the year with the Russets as Shelley beat Preston back in the second game of the year back at Preston Gym a couple of weeks ago. In fact, the next game for the Indians will not be until 1 week from tomorrow night, when Sugar Salem comes to Preston Gym. So tonight is the only game that they play in about 21 days. Coming up here in the next few minutes here on the pregame show as we continue, we'll sit down in the coach's corner and we'll talk to head coach Camille Kuntz. We'll also speak with Reese Swainston, who takes on a new role this year as an assistant coach with her ACL injury, not able to play, so she has a new job, so to speak, with the team this year. We'll also look at the keys of tonight's game, and John Slaughter will join us next as we'll have our scene set for tonight's game brought to you by North Stars Outdoors. We'll do all that as we continue here on the pregame show right after this timeout. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back here to Shelley High School as Dan Hubbard and John Slaughter here. And it's time for our scene set. As you can see, the JV game currently going on the floor. Shelley's JV leading by 24 points over the Preston JV with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the game. Time for the scene set, as we mentioned, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. And John, for the Indians, 11 days since they last played. Hopefully there's not a big rust built up.
You know, that's going to be interesting, Dan, because a lot of teams, sometimes with a layoff like that, it depends on what their success has been prior to that. Coach Camille Kuntz says that she's pretty optimistic about how their practicing went. They needed that time to get some things straightened out that they haven't been able to do prior to tonight's game. Now, on the other hand, Shelley, who defeated the Indians earlier in the season, one of their second, believe it was their second game, they by quite a margin. Now, it depends on how their practice went, whether they went soft or decided to go hard, because they think they did everything right, So it's going to be interesting to see which coach was able to motivate their team to step up tonight.
A big motivation factor for the Indians will be the last time these two teams met back in Preston about 2 weeks ago. The Russets beat the Indians 63-27.
Yeah, that was quite a margin, but our girls were young. They're fresh. A lot of them didn't get a lot of varsity time last year. We had a great team last year with the Fabulous Five, I called them.
Right.
And they did a great job. But now we've got some girls that have to step up, and it's going to take them a few games. And with the new head coach, things are going to be a little bit different, but I have a lot of faith in these girls. I think they'll be well taken care of.
With that win by Shelley 2 weeks ago down in Preston, it broke a fairly long streak that the Indians had against Shelley. That broke a streak in which the Indians had beaten the Russets 13 straight times.
Well, sometimes you never know which balloon the prize is going to be in.
True.
The Shelley has been a long time. They've been in a drought for a long time. Their program has steadily increased. But this year they have some exceptional girls. Right. Just like one of the years that we have fabulous teams, that sometimes they just bloom and blossom and work together in certain games. And Shelley has one of those teams this year. I expect them to go a long ways throughout this year.
The Indians come in at 1-3. Shelley off to a great start. They're 5-0 so far in the year, and they haven't beaten bad teams. Along with beating Preston, they've beaten Bonneville. They've also beaten Century, Sugar Salem, and Pocatello during this run.
Right, and that's one of the things that they're riding on right now. They're on a high and they're doing well, and so be it. A bright side I'd like to bring up for the Indians tonight, their only win has come on the road tonight.
Right.
And we're on the road, and I'm expecting them to play a lot better game tonight than we've seen them play in the past.
Yeah, it should be interesting. We'll take a timeout. Still coming up here on the pregame show, we'll look at other games going on around the state, or around the eastern part of the state tonight. There's a whole bunch of basketball being played in Idaho. There's 51 games on tap around the state on the girls' ledger tonight. We won't tell you about all of those, but we'll tell you at least some of those around our area. Plus, we'll talk to head coach Camille Kuntz. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll do that as we continue right after this here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH. Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's World-Class Jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
And welcome back to the pregame show. The Indians and the Lady Russets coming up from here at Shelley in just a few minutes. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on around the area this evening. In fact, there's 51 total games around the state today. And some of the games out here on the eastern side of Idaho. Century is on the road tonight. They are playing at Idaho Falls. Madison will be at Pocatello this evening. Marsh Valley is on the road. They're part of the Ryrie Bulldog Shootout basketball tournament. There's several local teams involved in that. Bonneville's on the road at Skyline. Mountain View goes on the road to Jerome tonight. The ever-tough Sugar Salem Diggers will be at Snake River. Sugar Salem will be at Preston coming up a week from tomorrow night. Canyon Ridge goes on the road. They're at Twin Falls. Grace will be at Bear Lake. Burley is at Wood River tonight. Buell will be at Filer, and Gooding will be at Kimberly. And, of course, from here at Shelley High School, coming up in just a little bit, it is the Lady Indians of Preston taking on the Lady Russets from Shelley. We'll take another time out here on the pregame show. When we come back, it'll be time to slide into the coach's corner. We'll talk to Camille Kuntz. That's on the way next as the pregame show continues right after this timeout.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
And welcome back here to the pregame show tonight. As we step into the Coach's Corner, we'll visit with Camille Kuntz. Here, brought to the Coach's Corner, of course, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. You know, it seems strange that it's been so long since we've seen you, and the team on the floor. It's like 11 days since the last time you guys actually played a game.
Yes, it's been a lot of practices for us, which is good. We're excited for that.
What kind of things you've been working on here to get ready for your second look at Shelley?
Lots of defense. We've been looking at defense, trying to do better with our on-ball defense. So we want to just stop the drives, first of all. And we looked at a lot of film, and we have been overplaying on the inside. So our help defense, we're going to spread that out a little bit so we can get out to those threes a lot better.
It's being able to get there and do that is perfectly. It's what you need. What you need to do. And sure, you need to be able to do that. Inside, especially the first game against Shelley, inside defense also seemed to be a little bit of an issue.
Oh yeah, sometimes we had three people guarding one person, and then we couldn't get to those weak side rebounds, and so we've really been focusing on that and actually turning our bodies a little bit more, so we're actually forcing them to the outside instead of letting them have the middle. We've been really working on our footwork. So the
last game you did play against Highland, that was really kind of a tough matchup.
It's just like we didn't even show up at that game, so that was a hard one for me. We didn't quite show up.
Well, that was the end of 4 games in 9 or 10 days.
Yeah, that's true. We had 3 games right in a row, 4 games, so yeah, we had a rough week, but still. My philosophy is we can get out on the floor and play defense, and we didn't do a very good job that day. So,
are you concerned that this many days off is going to produce some rust, or you think maybe you practiced enough, pushed the girls and practiced enough to where they're going to be able to step right back in?
At first our intensity level was pretty low, but we switched some things up, and man, these last 3 days especially, I've been really happy with our intensity, especially from the varsity team. It's been pretty intense, but yeah, we had to switch a few things around there for a couple days, and it might have scared a few kids. And today I'm going to get back into talking to them a little bit and giving them some goals. But yeah, they should be excited for tomorrow. Let's put it that way.
If they didn't think that the opening 2 weeks of camp was bad enough, the last 10 days were pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I've been really happy, especially with these last 3 days. Yesterday's practice was excellent. So yeah.
Camille Kuntz, our guest here on the pregame show. So you have Shelley tonight. You played them in the second game of the year, and a game that you just seemed like you didn't match up real well. They were bigger in size, and things just didn't quite go your way.
Yeah, they're a really quick team, and we didn't handle the ball pressure very well at all. They forced us to the left, and we just took it. We just went right where they wanted us to go. So we've been focusing a lot on stopping our dribble, stop driving to that baseline and just getting trapped. We had a lot of turnovers that game, and I think stopping the dribble will help that and just moving that ball, passing it around. So we've been working on a lot of pressure situations and getting out of those and making good passes. So
we talked about that before the game, that they wanted to make you go left, and the girls came up the floor and just automatically it was like turning left at a stoplight. How do you make them go right?
I don't know. During that game, I actually drew on my board and I says, no more. We are not going left anymore. And they did it. They went right. So I know they can do it. But yeah, it's just reading that pressure and saying, okay, I got to back out of this, getting another girl a trailer to pass it to and reversing the ball. So Shelley's pressure, it really wasn't intense. I'm actually expecting it where it was their first game. We're actually expecting a little more intense pressure this time. So we're going to be ready for that.
You get done with tonight's game, and then you go another 7 or 8 days without another game.
Yeah, we actually see Sugar next week, and then back-to-back I think we see Layton Christian. So yeah, it'll be good for us. All these teams that are shooting the threes, it's going to get us ready for our Utah teams that we play. So we're just going to keep adjusting each time. It's a process for us.
We appreciate your time. Best of luck tonight against the Russets.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's Camille Kuntz with us here on the pregame show and the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. We'll take a time out. When we come back, we're going to have a special guest with us. We'll talk with assistant coach Reese Swainston. She's will join us when we come back right after this.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
And welcome back here to the pregame show as we spend a couple of minutes here with Reese Swainston, a member of the basketball team, unfortunately not able to play this year. Thanks for taking a few minutes and joining us here on the pregame show tonight.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm glad you are as well. Unfortunately, I know that you'd rather be on the court playing, but unfortunately your knee is not going to allow that to happen. What did you do? How'd you hurt the knee in the first place?
So it was like the first 5 minutes of my volleyball jamboree. Went up for a tight hit, came down, and I just felt it. And now here I am.
And you tried to rehab it, but it wasn't working.
Yes, my initial plan was to just stick it out and play the last half of volleyball season and all of basketball season. But after talking to doctors and the trainer, we decided it probably wasn't the best idea.
So you have surgery, and unfortunately that means you have to sit out basketball for your senior year. You missed volleyball and basketball your senior year. That's got to be a tough thing.
It was very tough, and it still is very tough because sports has always been my life, and that's who I am. But it's taught me a lot, and I'm getting new opportunities.
Let's talk about that new opportunity. Coach Kuntz graciously, is knowing you're not going to be able to play, she's made you an assistant coach and went to the people in charge here at the school and said, we want this to be an actual assistant coaching position. What did you think when they originally told you that they were going to be an assistant coach this year?
I was very caught by surprise. Camille stopped me in the hallway and was like, what do you think about this? And at first I was a little hesitant and I was a little scared because I was like, what are the girls going to think? But they have very much welcomed me and made it where I feel like I'm a part of the team, and I really enjoy having this role, and I'm grateful for Camille for giving me this opportunity.
What kind of assignments have you been given?
I do a lot of watching on defense, and I guess you could say critiquing on defense, and just kind of hyping the team up and helping them and just being another set of eyes for Camille.
Because when I talked to her I guess it was at Burley, we talked about you and being an assistant coach, and you've already opened her eyes because she's given you a full scout assignment on a team, go out and produce, watch the film, produce the game plan, and come back, and she was very impressed with what you came back with.
I enjoy watching film. I enjoy watching basketball and how people are playing the game of basketball and like what mechanics are doing in it. And so I just like that opportunity to scout for the team and give them a head up when they go into the game.
Reese Wainston, our guest here on the pregame show. Now, along with doing all the scouting and critiquing and breaking down of film, this is how Coach Kuntz got started kind of in her coaching career in this kind of situation. As you go through this now and being someone who has always loved sports the way you do, is this something that might open some doors for you in the future?
I do think it definitely has opened my eyes to this kind of field because I've never thought about it, but after Camille gave me this opportunity, I'm very much considering it, and I think that it would be very good for me, and it would be a good opportunity to keep going with this.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this game coming up tonight. It's the second time you get to see Shelley in a couple of weeks. Preston kind of struggled against the Shelley the first time. What do you think you need to go out and maybe tweak and do a little bit different tonight?
I think that we learned a lot from our first game, and we learned a lot about how to play the defense on them and where to go on offense, and we worked a ton on that, and we've been working on our defense a lot, and I'm seeing a lot of improvement in practice.
Awesome. You're doing a great job, and you did a great job on this too, so thanks for taking a few minutes for joining us here on the pregame show tonight. We appreciate your time and best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
That's Reese Wainston with us here on the pregame show. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more. So stay with us here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com. It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston Indian Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Once again, welcome here to Shelley High School as the teams come off the floor getting ready for the anthem and their starting lineups. We'll be right back. We'll have the opening tip for you right after this.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Preston Indians. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Chloe Kuhn, senior, Preston, Idaho.
Brightly Harris, sophomore, Preston, Idaho. Ellie Nelson, sophomore, Franklin, Idaho.
Liz Harris, senior, Preston, Idaho.
Emma Kuhn, senior, Preston, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com. All right, and welcome back. As you've met the lineup here for the Preston Indians, our starting lineup tonight for the Shelley Russets: Mia Williams, Gracie Stevens, Riley Wasden, Hallie Behaven, and Brinley Cannon, who had such big games the other night against the Indians back in Preston. As they kill the lights here inside the gym here at Shelley. That's something new. They haven't done that before. But, John, it gives us a chance to look at tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by our friends at Naylor Insurance.
Okay, well, first of all, we know that Shelley likes to push everybody to the left. That's their strong side. They protect that side very well. So they're going to try and push them to the left. What we're going to try to do is spread them out, move them out, and pick the right lane, go down the right side. That's what we mean by go the right, right. Go right. And we want to look for that open area. If we can spread their defense out, we can cut and move and get the ball inside a little better than we have in the past. Taking long shots, we do have a couple of three-point shooters, but we want to be able to push the ball out to them if we can get to them. And then we want to play under control, and that's something we've used just about every week. If we can play under control our turnovers, control the ball and our tempo, we can have a good night against the Russets tonight.
So the Indians coming out on the floor. I do see there was one small change made to the Indians lineup. We got a kind of a heads up that might happen. Taya Tews will start tonight against the Russets, as she'll get the start tonight for the Indians. So ready to go for those listening on KACH here in the first half. The Indians will go from right to left across your radio dial, wearing their road blues trimmed in white, and they're ready to jump center as Liz Harris jumps for the Indians, but it's controlled there by Brinley Cannon. And down low underneath immediately, go layup there by Wasden is missed. They kick it back out. It goes into the left corner. Held there by Bohannon. Drives the baseline. Gets down underneath. Gets cut off. Good defense there by Brightly Harris as they work the ball back outside. Held there by Williams. Comes to Cannon for three. Good.
She's got a great shot. She's probably one of their leading scorers on the team, but she has a great shot. Starts out with a good three-pointer.
She had a game-high 17 in the first meeting with the Indians a couple of weeks ago. As the pass over on the far side is out of bounds. Turnover by the Indians, as Emma Kuntz was not able to keep it in bounds. So we welcome you in here tonight Well, back at Preston Gym tomorrow night. Open a big weekend for the boys as they'll open their home schedule here tomorrow night. Mia Williams driving in the paint as no good. Gets her own rebound. Comes back to Cannon. Kick it back outside. Another three-pointer. This one's up and in as that is Gracie Stevens. A pair of threes to open the game.
Yeah, that's just plain good shooting, and our defense wasn't bad. We were out and had a hand in their face, but they're still making those shots.
Twos gives it to Emma Coombs, a three of her own from the left corner. That's an air ball. Taken away there by the Russets. Here comes Cannon as she beats the dribble up into the front court. Stops for another three. That's just a little bit too long. Williams with the rebound, and she gets the layup, and it's 8-0, a minute and a half into the game.
Yeah, slow start for the Indians. They were unable to move that on a cut to the baseline and unable to stop that. We were caught out of position.
Twos goes to the other Kuntz. Kick it back outside to Twos. That's a three-pointer. That's no good. And the Russets again come back the other way, but it's a double dribble. Bohannon got the rebound and tried to head up the floor, but she double dribbled, so it's a turnover, and the ball will come back into the Indians again.
Again, we got to learn to control the ball, control our passes. The turnovers will kill us every time.
Riley Harris gets it across the timeline. Give it to her older sister Liz, who drops it, and picked up there again by the Russets. Quickly up into the front court as it comes to Williams. 3-on-3. Kick it over on the right side. All the way back out top again to Cannon. Driving all the way. Scoop shot is no good. Rebound taken there by Harris for the Indians. Harris will give it off to Twos up into the front court. Taya switches over. Now wants to pull it back out. Left side. Free throw line extended. Back out top as it comes to Harris. Kuntz for a three. Good.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Easy set shot. Was able to put it up with no pressure at all on her.
Had a good set, good solid base, and was able to make the play. 8-3 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Shot there by Williams is no good. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Russets.
It's interesting. I thought she pushed Brightly out of bounds when she went for the ball. But
bunch of new faces onto the floor here for Shelley as at the timeout as they come running out. A couple we recognize and one we didn't as it comes to Cannon. Cannon driving from the left block, stops, turns on Harris, kick it back over. Three-pointer from the right corner is good as that's in again as that one's put in by Hallie Dye, her first points, and it's 11-3 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Preston gets it up into the front court as it comes to Chloe Kuntz. To Emma, back to Chloe. Now back to Emma again, right along the baseline. Wants to drive, little scoop shot, and she's fouled, trying to turn in the paint and put it up.
Yeah, that was kind of an underhand shot up and over the rim, but again, she was pushed, so it knocked the ball off of the track a little bit.
You know, one of the things that Camille talked to me about was she wanted to see the girls do less of gaining the baseline and then not knowing what to do with it after they got there as the first free throw is good.
Right, and that's why she wants to spread the defense so that they can make those, if the baseline isn't open, kick it back out, move around.
Emma makes them both. She has 5 in the game. In fact, she has all 5 Preston points. It's 11-5, almost halfway through quarter number 1. Cannon into the left corner, goes there to Dye, kick it back out to Williams, turns baseline, a little 6-foot big shot is good.
Yeah, Harris, Elizabeth just missed. She was actually screened off, but lost her man as she went right up underneath him for an easy layup.
Back up into the front court again, right along the baseline. Chloe puts it up, rattles around a couple of times, and comes out quickly the other way. Here's Parker underneath, put it up and in. And Preston going to get run out of the gym, so Camille Kuntz needs a timeout.
Yeah, they're overplaying on their defense again. They're leaving their man to double team, but then that leaves their man wide open underneath, and this is a smart team. They're finding that open man underneath.
Timeouts brought to you tonight by Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. We'll be right back.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
First quarter of tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, and we thank them for that. As once again back to live action, 15-5, Preston trails here in the first quarter. Twos is yet to get a shot in the game as they're blanketed her pretty well. Comes over on the left side as it comes to Brightly Harris. She holds it there, good solid defense. Goes into the corner to Liz Harris, drives the baseline, puts it up, block, gets it back, has it blocked again by Cannon, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Cannon's a good-looking player for the inside, plays the middle very well. She's got long arms, and she's tall, so she makes those blocks look easy.
Preston trying to get it in. You got to hurry. They get it in as it comes to Harris, and just kind of running, a little runner, put it up and in. Was that Harris?
That was Kuntz.
That was Kuntz.
Yeah, it was Emma.
Well, Emma with 7 points and down low. Williams to be able to put that back in. She has 6 in the game. 17-7, a 12-point lead. And another turnover by the Indians as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Tuesday's overplaying the point guard there. She's making them long passes. She's got to look up, keep her head up, dribble down the middle of the court and dish off.
So subs in for the Indians here in the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title. Cannon gives it off, back to Kidman, little bank shot, no good. Touch there, and it's going to stay with the Russets underneath the bucket.
Brindley Alder in the game.
Holding, now they get it in. They lob it into Cannon. Cannon in the paint. Oh, nice little up and under move. No good, missed the layup, fighting for it, to try to save it on the floor. Nope, she stepped out of bounds. That was a heck of a move by Cannon, but it wasn't going to pay off for her.
Yeah, she went up with the left hand, and it just kind of went up and over the rim.
Full court pressure being shown here for the first time here by the Russets as the Indians recognize it and set up the break press as Kuntz gets it across the timeline. Emma now is going to get trapped there. She gets it to Brightly Harris. Harris wants to drive, goes baseline down low as Jadley Roberts into the game for the first time after hurting her ankle. She missed the layup as that's a head touch by the Indians, so no travel. Comes to Stevens, put it up and in.
Yeah, Roberts had a great shot underneath there, and she stopped, went up, reversed layup, and missed everything, but yeah, she should have gone straight up to the basket.
19-7 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard as it comes to Kuntz. Little scoop shot, no good. In the paint, comes back to Roberts. That's no good from about 4 feet. Preston can't get anything to fall here in the first quarter. In the fourth quarter, comes to Kidman. Lobs it into the corner. Now skip pass over into the near corner. Back to Dye, down low. Cannon for the layup. Great pass.
You know, you got to give them credit, the Russets credit. That's some beautiful passing and beautiful play right there. Great job by the Russets there.
Up into the front court, Alder had it, threw it away. Another turnover against the Indians. Quickly up the floor, Packer down low, blocking foul, count the bucket.
Yeah, the Russets are showing me some really impressive passing right now. They know where they're going to be, and they're making those good passes, even on long one down the court. You know, they're making some great passes.
So Packer makes the basket. The foul against Emma Kuntz. She'll now go to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play, and doesn't as it comes out. Tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by and see them at 223 North State Street in Preston. Down low, he tried to get it inside to Nelson. She lost it, taken away again by Cannon. Up into the front court as it comes to Kidman. Kidman skip pass over into the left corner, goes there to Dye. Dye almost lost it. Now she did lose it as Roberts steps out, takes it away, and it'll go to Preston. Good defensive play there by Jadley Roberts.
Yeah, Jadley's doing some good hustling there. She's testing out that ankle, making sure she's okay. But yeah, she's motivated to play.
Roberts twisted an ankle late in the game against Shelley back in Preston a couple of weeks ago. She's missed the last 2 games rehabbing the ankle, and tonight is her first game back. As it comes back to Alder here on the left side. Reached in and tapped away. Good defensive play there by Gracie Stevens, and Preston will keep the ball baseline. Alder to bring it in. Holds it there. Gets it in inside as it comes to twos. Taya holds it, goes back into the corner to Chloe Kuntz. Chloe, one bounce dribble, holds it there, tries to bounce it inside, couldn't make the connection, but Twos was there to pick up the garbage. Comes back down inside, back to Roberts, back outside. Twos looks at a 3, good.
Yeah, that was good ball movement on the Indians' part that time. They looked for that open man, didn't try to force it up, made some good passes.
Taya, leading scorer, has her first points tonight. Kick it back over in the corner. 3-pointer again for the Russets. That's good from the corner, put up by Sarah Kidman. 26-10 inside the final minute here in the first quarter. First quarter brought to you tonight by Northern Title. As it comes back down to the Indians' end, Kuntz drives the baseline, nothing there, get it inside. Bounce pass inside to Nelson as it goes off her shin and out of bounds. So 26-10 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard with 40 seconds to play. Here's Kidman. Back down low. Cannon again. Layup is in.
What a nice pass. You know, I love good basketball. I love good baseball, football. You know, the play makes the difference. And the Russets are just making some great plays.
Yes, they are. Twos holds top of the key, gives it to Nelson. Now back to Alder. Skip it back over here on the near side, back to Twos. Little head and shoulder head fake. Can't get away from her defensive assignment. Now she does. Drives down the paint and gets bumped as Bohannon gave her a pretty good hip on her way to the bucket.
The other thing, the Russets defense, they're playing defense with their feet, not with their hands. You notice they're in position to do that.
6 seconds left in the quarter, so Preston will hopefully get a shot here as they bring Twos out. Bring Roberts back in, holding, get it back down. Nice pass to Nelson, missed the layup. As stripped away, Cannon has it, 2-1. The long throw is no good, and we come to the end of the first quarter. On the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard, it's the Russets 28, the Indians 10. And here after the first quarter, we'll take a timeout, and we'll be back for quarter number 2 coming up right after this.
Provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Remember, you can check out what's happening at the Worm Creek Opera House by going onto their website, wormcreek.org. Well, first quarter in the books, kind of a tough quarter for the Indians as they trail by the score of 28-10 after the first quarter. Second quarter tonight is brought to you by Level 10 Life. Alder up into the front court, bounce it inside, taken away. Stolen again there by Williams. She dribbles it off an opponent's foot and picked up by Emma Kuntz. As Emma gets it back up into the front court. Down the right side, can't get a shot, gives it off to her sister Chloe. Now back to Emma. Back down low to Nelson. Entry pass coming over and tying it up was Bahunin, and will be a held ball when it go back over to Shelley on the alternating possession rule.
Again, a good bounce pass right there would have been, instead of going straight through, they're trying to go through the defenders on a straight pass. They've got to make a bounce pass or up high where they can get to it.
Stevens holds on the right side, skip pass back out top to Williams. Williams wants to drive, kick it back out to Bahunin. Gets to the free throw line, almost had it stripped away. So she gives it up, back over here on the near side, back to Stevens. Back down low to Cannon, spin, baseline, can't get a shot. Bahunin from the corner, that's no good. Rebound is off there to Alder for the Indians. 1 minute gone here in the quarter. Still 28-10, Shelley on top. Into the corner, it comes to Chloe Kuntz as he holds there. Get it back down low to Emma, back down low to Nelson. Goes off the glass and in.
Perfect pass by Emma into Brenda Harris, I believe.
As 28-12 now on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. We thank them again, as always, for sponsoring our scoreboard this evening. Cannon, again, another great drop step, missed the layup, and then coming over to grab the rebound was Roberts, and she was fouled.
Yeah, she has great footwork. Cannon has great footwork underneath the basket, going to the basket.
Remember, for Les Schwab Tires in North Logan, stop by and see them. It's your one stop for tires, brakes, and alignment and more. 1986 North Main in North Logan. Again, Preston gets the ball back up into the front court. Kuntz gives it off to Chloe, her older sister. Comes back to Emma, back down low. Harris dropped it, then dribbled it out of bounds. I keep getting them mixed up. Who's older? Emma looks older, but Chloe is the older.
Oh, is she? I don't know which one. I just twins are twins to me.
The way I was told to recognize them is Chloe is number 2 because she's the older. Emma's wearing 22 because she is the twin.
Oh. Okay.
That's the way it was explained to me. It could, don't ask me if it's right or not. As the pass from Williams goes out of bounds. 6:03 to remain here in this quarter number 2, 28-12. Shelley with a big opening first quarter. Has yet to score in the first 2 minutes here of quarter number 2, but they still lead by a big margin. As Brightly Harris gets it up into the front court. Oh, great
nice
pass down low to Emma for the layup.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Brightly.
Emma's got 9 already here in the game. Three-pointer from the right corner is good again.
Do they have a magnet in their ball to the rim or something? Because that thing just seems to drop through from that far out.
Kidman with another 3 makes it 31-14. Chloe Kuntz holds it in the left corner. Driving, baseline, gets cut off. Back outside to Liz Harris. Free throw line extended left. Back to Chloe. She'll pop a 3. No good. As the rebound is off there to Williams. Here they come on the run again. Ahead to Packer. Packer down low. Lay it up and in.
Yeah,
they're just releasing early, doing everything right, and Preston just can't keep up with them at the moment.
Right.
Harris, top of the key. Tried to get it down low. The bounce pass comes there as the ball is kicked out of bounds.
Well, they started bouncing the pass to him, but now they're
a player on the floor that I'm not exactly sure who it is. Do you recognize 31 for the Indians? As they get it inside, Harris.
Oh, that's Emma Marlowe.
Okay, so
Ella Marlowe.
Ella Marlowe wearing 31 tonight. Lay off to Harris, and Liz has the easy layup.
Yeah, Ella's in there because she does play a strong post game. She can.
Outside, another three-pointer put up again. And again, it's Bahunin to get on the score sheet for the first time tonight. 36-16, a 20-point lead, not even halfway through quarter number 2. As the ball's knocked away, comes to Harris. Liz able to pick it up. She goes soft. That's no good. Russ hustles for the own rebound, kick it back outside. Emma needs a bounce for the 3, won't get it. That's dropped off the shins of Kidman and goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians.
Yeah, Kidman is only a freshman. She's only a 9th grader, but she can play basketball.
Bring it in for the Indians. Tews has it in the left corner. Give it back to Emma Kuntz. Bad pass picked up by Cannon. Here comes Cannon for the Russets again. Back the other way. Lay it up, and she's fouled from behind.
Yeah. Her body control going to the basket is phenomenal. Cannon's is. It's just phenomenal.
So she has 9 already here in the game. Remember, she was a high point scorer in that first meeting with 17, and she makes the free throw, and she has double figures already here with 4:07 to play in quarter number 2. 39-16 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Harris into the front court. Given off in the corner, it goes there to Marlowe. As Ella gives it back outside to Twos. She'll hand it to Harris, top of the key, give it back to Twos. Cannon pops out on her defensively as it comes back into the left corner, held there by Harris. As they hold it, still holding it, dropped it, stripped away, picked up by Emma Kuntz in the lane. That's no good. The rebound's off to Bahunin. Look out, here they come again on the run. They get it ahead to Dye, down low. Great pass inside to Packer, and another layup, and another timeout called by the Indians. 41-16 with 3:27 left, and the timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. Stop by, ladies, we're looking to update your look. 27 South State Street here in Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Indians take a full timeout. 41-16. Tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding community since 1925. John, we're back at Preston Gym tomorrow night. Lyle Fuller will rejoin us as the boys will welcome Bishop Kelly, the Knights, to Preston Gym coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think this will be a good test for the Indians to see where they're at. Bishop Kelly brings in some good players and also always a good team, and so will Valley View on Saturday.
So full court pressure again put on here by the Russets. As Harris gets it up in the front court, it goes to Twos into the right corner to Kuntz. Try to get it again down low as it comes to Nelson. As held there. Take ball come to the Preston Indians. Jadley Roberts comes back in as Emma Kuntz will head to the bench. Emma leads the Preston Indians in scoring so far tonight with 9 points. Got to get it in. As they do, they get it into Marlowe in the right corner. Back out top to Roberts. She holds there. Get it back to Twos. Along the baseline. Back to Harris. Brightly's shot from there is no good. Harris battled for the rebound, but Cannon took it away from her. Up into the front court and comes back to Kidman. Goes around the back with the dribble. Look out. Come back over into the right corner. Dye. Well, can't get a shot as she crosses over the paint. Now gets it back in the right corner again for three. It's going to be too long. Nelson had it and dropped it out of bounds.
Yeah. Great ball movement. It's fun to watch, Dan, even though I'm an Indian fan, but to watch these Russets play, they're for real, Dan. They are for real. They are a very good team.
There's a reason why they're 5-0 so far on the year. Here's Kidman, lobs it in. Cannon goes and gets it at the free throw line. Now she wants to drive down to the left block. Doesn't get a shot. Back outside. It comes back to Stevens for another three.
And the Indians are really playing the three pretty good. They're playing a lot tighter than they did in the first game. But look at that. What's that? They've made, 9, I think? 6, 7?
I'm not keeping count, but it's way too many. I can tell you that.
Right.
It's coming back up to the front court. It's Stevens. Tried to get it to Kidman behind her. Touched by the Indians, and it goes out of bounds.
Brightly got fingertips on that one.
Got to tell you, they are just absolutely bullseye from outside.
They are. Their shots, but their passing too. That is just phenomenal. They're making plays like I've never seen on a girls' team.
And if there's an open player someplace, they're going to hit it.
Yeah.
Ball comes into Cannon. Free throw line extended right. Fakes left. Now goes around Nelson, and Nelson fouls her and she'll go to the line.
Cannon's a good player, but that was too easy for her to go in, even though she was fouled, but blocked the shot a little bit by Elizabeth Harris.
That's actually the foul's on Ellie Nelson. That'll be her first.
Oh, is that Nelson?
Third team foul on both sides now as Cannon again goes to the free throw line. She's 1 of 1 on the night, make it 2 of 2. 2:12 remaining in the first half. 45-16. Ugh. Cannon to shoot the second. And that's good again. She's 3 for 3 from the line tonight.
Man, I just can't say enough. That is just beautiful basketball.
Even free throw shooting is dead on.
Nothing but net.
So Roberts comes back onto the floor for the Indians as Twos gets it back up into the front court. Alder running the baseline, gets the pass. Oh, nice little left-hand layup is good.
Yeah, a little scoop shot. Nice job by Alder.
Back up into the front court. Here comes Kidman. She tries to get it back outside to Cannon, who missed it, had to go back and get it. Has it now just outside the three-point ring. She'll hand it off there to Stevens. Bounce pass down low. Whoops. That's the first mistake they made because Williams moved. They thought the ball was going to come out. And when it came to Wasden, she immediately turned and threw it to the corner right where Williams was.
Almost a no-look pass. It would have been a great pass if Williams would have stayed there.
As Alder for the Indians gets it down low in the paint. That's no good. Rebound is off there to Bahunin. Quickly out. Here they come. Williams back up into the front court. Wants to drive because she moved, but the ball didn't. And then had to reach back in, and she was fouled doing so. And it'll stay with the Russets at the baseline with 1:26 to play here in the second quarter. 46-18 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Holding. Williams, you got to get it in. And finally she did. She got it in to Stevens. Back to Williams. Almost double dribble. Coming across the paint. Can bounce it down low. Cannon just kind of pushes her way free. Gets steps outside the ring and nails the three. Unbelievable.
She not only hits, the inside the basket, she's all over the floor and can hit from anywhere.
She's got 15, and it's 49-18. 31-point lead. Down low, Nelson has the bucket, but she is fouled.
That was a good pass into her, and she made the right move. She went strong to the basket, got the shot and the foul.
Cannon draws the foul. That's her second. 4 team fouls now for each side with just under a minute left here in the first half. 59.7 to be exact. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter, John Beverly back in the studio tonight. As Nelson's three-pointer is short, and we have a lane violation against the Russets, so she'll shoot it again. She kind of had a little hitch in her shot. In doing so, Kidman leaned forward and fell into the lane.
Yeah, but Hennon fell in and couldn't get out. There was no doubt the shot was up and over.
She stepped in again. There's another violation as this time Wasden tries to box out her opponent and stepped in a good second and a half before they released the shot.
We'll take as many shots as it takes to make one, right?
It's like, you guys are better than this. Nelson again. That one rattles around and stays out. And again, here comes Kidman with the rebound. Or should say it's Bahunin up into the front court with the rebound. Kind of forces her way through Roberts to get some operating space. Gives it off as it ends up back in the hands of Wasden. Back down into the corner. Driving there's Bahunin. Back outside. Skip pass into the left corner. Back to Kidman. Three-pointer from there's an air ball. What do you know? They are human. As it comes to Chloe Coots. Up into the front court. Back to Alder. Wants to drive. Spin move. Can't get a shot. She'll give it back out top to Twos. Twos driving all the way. Put it up and in.
That's one thing Twos does well is, she can fake like she's going to pass it and dribble it in, and she did a good job on that one going right to the basket.
Bahunin with the inbound pass, threw it behind Kidman and out of bounds. The ball will stay with the Indians with 21.5 left here in the first half. Twos, who's been in double figures in every game so far and leads the Indians in scoring, has 5 so far here in the first half. Alder looking to get it in, still looking, throws it in and has it intercepted as it's picked off there. Here comes Wasden up the floor, gives it off to Stevens, who has it knocked out of her hand and out of bounds. 15.7 left here in the half. It's going to stay again with the Russets underneath their own basket.
Good hustle by Alder that time to knock the ball out of bounds and not give him an easy layup.
As foul away
an offensive
foul away from the ball. That's going to go against Stevens. And Preston gets the ball back with 15 seconds left in the half. Check that. Foul's on Wasden, my bad. That's her second. Up into the front court. Kuntz drives the baseline. Chloe puts it up, no good. Rebound by Nelson. Put back, no. Roberts goes high off the glass and gets it to fall.
She didn't have much leap on that one, but she got it high enough off the glass to put it in. So
yeah, she was stumbling when it went into the basket, but what the heck, it went in anyway.
Hey, we'll take it.
So we're done with the first half, and after the first two quarters, it's the Russets 49, the Indians 24 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. As we'll go to the halftime break, we'll come back, we'll recap the first half, look at the scoring. Our halftime report is brought to you by our friends at Level 10 Life. We'll be right back.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, you know. We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, traditional funeral services, graveside services, and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
The Preston boys open their home schedule next weekend with a pair of big games. Friday night, the Bishop Kelly Knights will roll into town to face the Indians. Then on Saturday evening, it's the Valley View Falcons who come to Preston Gym. Both these schools always put great teams on the floor. Pre-game 7 p.m. with the tip-off both nights at 7:30. Preston Sports is brought to you by West Motors, Stokes Market True Value, Franklin County Medical Center, S&T Electric, and Procon Homes. Catch the games on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome.
What happened?
Welcome back. We're at halftime. Welcome back. We are at halftime here as the Indians trail 49-27 to the Shelley Russets, who played an incredible first half. And this is our halftime report brought to you by Level 10 Life, John. We sang their praises in the first half. There's nothing much that the Russets did wrong.
No, you know, and they are a good team. They've proven this to us now in 2 games that we've watched with them, that they are a good team. And, you know, they deserve what they're getting. The Indians just have to step up and try to stop some of that shooting and stop the plays inside. They're going inside out, so they're doing a great job. What can you say?
They tried to keep up. Emma Kuntz did her best. She had 9 in the first half, but for the Russets, they have 1, 2, 3 girls with 8 or more points just in the first half of the game tonight.
Well, you know, and I'm impressed with their passing. They've hit the open person. They're not doing telegraph passing. They know where their girls are going to be. They know how they're playing together. They're just playing good basketball.
We'll see if the Indians can bounce back. coming up here in the second half, and try not to go down 1-4 on the year. Halftime report brought to you by Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Find out more at level10lifecoach.com. We'll come back and we'll check the first half stats as we continue right after this.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we are at halftime here tonight. Let's take a look at the scoring from the first half, and the Indians trail 49-24. For the Russets in the first half, Mia Williams with 6. Hallie Dye had 3. Gracie Stevens with 8. It was Sarah Kidman with 6. Kaylee Parker had 6. 3 points for Holly Bahunin, and Brinley Cannon leads all scorers with 15 in the first half. For the Indians, it was Jaylee Roberts with 2. Better her comeback from that twisted ankle. Taya Tews had 5 in the first half. Liz Harris with 2. Brinley Alder with 2. Emma Kuntz had 9 and 4 points for Ellie Nelson. 49-24. Take another quick break. We'll come back second half coming up right after this.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
49-24. Shelley leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. And John, as we get ready to start the second half, if you're the coaching staff of the Indians, what are you saying?
Well, here's what I'm going to say first before I tell you what I think Camille Coons might have said. but I'm going to throw out some good vibes to the Lady Indians. When you think about it, last game when they played them, they only scored 29 points. We've scored 24 in the first half. So we're not doing that much. We just cannot stop that excellent play that the Russets played the first half. We cannot stop it. If we can keep up with them this half, we can maybe turn a few things better, because we did outplay them the second half last time.
All right, here we go. Third quarter brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest in Logan, in Preston, as Williams drives in the paint short as Liz Harris pulls down the rebound. Quickly, they get it back out. Twos up into the front court. Snapped it across, now and down into the corner. It goes there to Chloe Kuntz, back outside to Harris. Harris bounces it to her older sister Liz at the free throw line. Hand it back to Brindley at the elbow. Back outside to Chloe. Chloe back over on the left side as it comes back to Harris again. Looking, can't get it down. Now gives it off to Emma Kuntz. Give it off to Twos. Twos down at the right block. Double team, can't get a shot. Back outside as it comes to Emma. Emma loses it in the paint and tied up there and be a held ball. And it's going to stay with the Indians on the alternating possession rule. Nice hands down there by Liz Harris. They get a hold of it and not let go.
Great passing, and that was actually a good half-court play by the Indians that time. They kept the ball and kept position for quite a while.
Bounce it in low to Brightly Harris. Spins through the paint, forces it, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two. Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Foul's going to go on Holly Bahoonin. That's her second. They have one on the board, but I had two on my sheet. We'll have to see if we can get that straightened out, as Brightly Harris at the free throw line for the first one is no good. (49-24). First meeting of the year. Shelley scored 67 points. Harris makes the second. That's her first point of the game. 49-25. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, when you watch the girls from Russet's, Shelley coming down the court, they were already in position for the passes.
Yeah.
They're hustling back.
Good pass down low. Cannon with an easy layup. 51-25, 26-point lead. Down low. Twos is fouled and gets the hoop.
She got away with a little extra step there, but hey, we'll take it. That was caused by the foul, right?
That's right. She now has 7, and Brindley Cannon will draw the foul. That's probably the only thing that's gone wrong for them so far is Cannon has 3, and she may have to sit out here a little bit in the second half. As the shot is no good, Cannon has the rebound. She'll dribble the ball back up into the front court, take it all the way down low. Down low to Williams in the paint. Dribbles it right between Twos' feet and gets the ball back on the other side. Back out top, back to Williams again. One bounce dribble, down low. There's Bahoonin all wide open for the layup.
There's the other thing, that they're doing excellent too. They're moving to that open spot. Their motion in their offense is absolutely terrific.
The funny thing is they get up in the front court to the Indians, as Emma Kuntz has it in the left corner. She'll dribble it back out. In the pregame show, Coach Kuntz talked about how they were triple teaming people down low. Well, so far here tonight, they're guarding nobody down low.
Right.
Back over in the right corner. Back outside, it comes to Chloe Kuntz. Back to Twos for a 3. No good. Long bounce will come all the way back out, controlled there by the Russets. Quickly up into the front court as it comes to Bahoonin. She'll hand it off to Cannon, but she goes down And it'll be a foul against the Indians. It'll be called against Brightly Harris.
Yeah, she overran the defense that time and committed the foul.
Stokes Market True Value brings you tonight's game with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market on State Street in Preston. As they get it in, as it comes to Williams, top of the key. Looking there, hands it off to Stevens as they crisscross to Bahunin in the left corner. Back outside to Williams, hand it back to Bahunin, snap it over in the corner. Kind of a blind pass, and Stevens didn't see it coming and it went out of bounds.
Right, that was one of those passes. It was kind of a give and go, pass, and just didn't have the target.
Third quarter tonight brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Remember, they have all the parts that you need for your car or truck. Stop by and see them on State Street in downtown Preston. Twos, free throw line extended left. Terminates the dribble, hands it off to Harris. Brightly spins, comes back to that same spot. Cannon knocks the pass down, gets it back, and here she comes 2-on-2 back the other way. Takes it all the way to the hole, put it up and in.
I was hoping for a dunk.
She's got 19. 55-27 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 5 minutes to play here in quarter number 3.
Move defense.
Bounce it down low. Nelson turns, shot no good. Kind of couldn't decide to go straight in or off the glass as the rebound came to die, and then she was fouled by Chloe Coons. Excuse me.
Yeah. Again, they're overplaying. They're overplaying rather than using their feet. They're reaching around, reaching in.
Subs in for the Indians. Twos, and one of the Coons comes out. Chloe comes out.
Alder in for her.
As Cannon walks the dribble up into the front court. Oh, great pass, backdoor. Williams missed the layup. Jade Lee Roberts has the rebound there. And then Williams takes it away from her. Williams again driving. Has it down at the left block. Can't get the shot. Back to Dye for 3. No good. Rebound inside again to the Russets, and a foul down low against the Indians.
I believe that's going to be on Emma.
It will be. Emma draws her second team foul of the half against the Indians. And it'll stay underneath as Mia Williams will bring it back in again here for the Russets. Cannon down at the right block. Much too easy an entry pass. Has it there. Can't do anything with it. She'll give it to Williams for the layup.
You know what? Release the pressure. If the player's under pressure and covered, the offense has to move to get the ball. And that's what they're doing a great job with.
They get it down low to Alder, who lost it. Cannon took it away, and then it'll be a held ball, but it's going to stay with the Russets. See, they hustle right down the floor. They know exactly where to go to set up the play.
Right.
They all go to the baseline. Now they crisscross across the paint. Williams, crossover dribble, comes down the left side of the key, stops, free throw line extended left. Now comes back across the top. Gives it back to Cannon. She looks down the left side, nothing there. Great pass down low to the cutting Williams for another layup. Yep. And another timeout called by the Indians. This timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road. You remember, ladies, update your look at Magnolia Road. Stop by and see them in downtown Preston. We'll be right back. It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
59-27 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Preston's been outscored here in the third quarter, 10-3 already.
Yeah, they're not staying with them this half.
32-point lead for the Russets as Harris gets it across the midcourt stripe. Over on the left side, it goes to Alder. Back across, stops, top of the key. Bounce it down low inside to Nelson. Somehow able to pick up the pass and then goes up. And
that's on Cannon.
They're going to call that on Cannon. That's 4 on her. Cannon now with 4. They can afford to leave her in. They must be saying just let her foul out because she's not going to play in the fourth quarter anyway, probably. As the bounce pass comes in, Harris falls on it, sits on it, and it'll be another held ball, and it'll stay with the Indians. As Alder will bring it back in again. 59-27, Russett's on top. Alder holding, and takes too long, or an offensive foul.
Yeah, they're trying to, push off for a position, and that's causing the foul, but Alder's got to be able to get that ball in quicker.
Yeah, well, Kuntz was charged with an offensive foul trying to get loose. That's her third. So now Cannon comes out as Gracie Stevens comes back in. 3.5 to play here in quarter number 3, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. So Dye with it, top of the key, holding it there. Bounce pass down low to Stevens, kick it back outside, all the way back around Williams, back to Stevens on the left side. Down low, give it back to Williams, good. They get the pass, and as the defense collapses, there's always a cutter going through.
That's right. Or if they come out on him, that cutter has plenty of room in the middle to receive that pass.
They just need to be able to collapse more, but then if they do, they'll shoot threes over the top. Speaking of a 3 over the top, there's Emma Kuntz for a 3, and she has a dozen. 61-30. Shelley on top. 3 from the right corner this time is good. Unbelievable.
We were set up on a 2-3 defense right there, but they just came down. Nobody came out on the pass on the end of the corner. And
Harris with the missed shot. Roberts with the rebound, and she's fouled as she tries to spin and go back up, as the foul will be on Maya Williams. That'll be her first. So ball out of bounds, baseline on the common foul. As Alder tries to get it back in, throws it over Emma's head and out of bounds. Another turnover against the Indians. 34-point lead for the Russets. 64-30 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard.
Good news is we beat last games against the Russets.
Williams
scoring.
back over to Dye. 3-pointer from the left side is no good. Alder has the rebound. Quickly up into the front court as it comes to Harris. Brightly wants to drive, almost dribble it off her knee, almost traveled, but instead will be fouled as she tried to make the pass.
A no-look pass into the middle when nobody there.
So 2:09 to play in the quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Remember, don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call the Farm Bureau Smith Agency today at 208-852-2364. Taya Two's back into the game for the Indians. Gets the inbound pass, gives it back to Alder, and she throws it away down low. She threw it right to Wasden. Here come the Russets again back the other way. Williams hesitates, now wants to dribble it down low. Kick it back outside. A 3-pointer from straight away is no good by Wasden, as the Indians have the rebound. We go under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Twos goes behind the back to try to get away from Wasden. Can't. Now over on the left side, it goes to Alder. A little runner is no good there, as the rebound's taken down by Bahunin. Driving all the way, gives it off, kick it back outside. 3-pointer by Williams. In, out, stays out, as Nelson has the rebound there. So here comes the Indians again back the other way. Twos, she'll pull up from 16 and get the bounce.
Yep, hit off the front of the iron and in.
Taya's got 9. She needs one more point to keep that string of double-digit games going, as the 3-pointer from the corner is good there, put up by Stevens. Stevens has a dozen, and it's 67-32 with 1 minute to play here in the third. Alder wants to drive, and she's fouled a reach-in on the drive. That should be the 7th team foul, so that'll mean free throws for the Indians. As the foul is on Wasden, that'll be her third. It should be 1-1. Well, they had 6 team fouls on the board. Either that was wrong or it should have been 7. Apparently the board was wrong. Thanks for all your help. You had one job. As it comes to Roberts, tries to pick it up and she's fouled. That'll be 7 now, so that'll be free throws for Jadley.
We got Roberts and Chloe back in. Jaden and Chloe back in, so that should give us a little bit of lift here.
Bohunen draws her second foul. Excuse me. As Jade Lee Roberts goes to the line. Jade Lee had 2 points in the game against Soda. She misses the front end of the 1-and-1 and did not have any points as Harris with the rebound, and Liz puts it back in. She has 4. Roberts did not have any points in the game against the Russets before twisting the ankle and had to leave. Missed shot underneath, comes back into the Indians. Twos back up into the front court. She'll pull up again from the left elbow and hit it. Twos has 11, and she's back into double figures again. 5 straight games. Back down low. Nobody playing defense, and the foul as the layup by Kaylee Parker is good.
Nice look pass by the point guard as she come down. Saw that wide open trail into the middle of the basket. Easy layup.
Liz Harris draws the foul. It's her first on the block, and it's 69-36. And Parker at the free throw line to complete the three-point play, and she missed the free throw. 22 seconds to play in the quarter. Emma gets it into the corner. Twos looks it into the three, starting to feel it. No good. Rattles in and out as it comes back out again to Bohunen. Up into the front court. Comes there, Williams. Kick it off as again, three-pointer from the right side. Again, good by Stevens.
The Russets say, you want to shoot threes? We'll show you how to shoot threes.
Three-pointer put up by Twos. Almost went in, but it was not, as we're done with 3 quarters tonight. On the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard after 3, it's the Russets 72 and the Indians 36. We'll go to the 4th coming up right after this. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
You know, John, we often chat while we're in the commercial break between quarters, and I looked at you and said, teams over in Boise, best be warned, this team is for real.
Yeah, this team is for real, and I hope we can, at least pick up the pace and win district and see them. I'd like to meet them again in state, because I know we'll have to if they go to state. This team will be there
and
for the Russets.
I think the clock wasn't running. Only 2 seconds ticked off the clock. I think they're going to let it run here a little bit more as they run it down to 7:50. And now Preston will bring the ball back in.
Ella Marlowe is back in.
Harris tried to get it inside to Coons. That's no good. As Chloe able to get it. Back down low. Nelson spin in the paint. Put it up. No. As the rebound is off to Williams. Williams will push up into the front court. Tries to get around Bell. Kicking off into the right corner. Three-pointer from there is up and no good. Put up by Kidman. And Nelson has the rebound. 72-36. The Russets on top. They outscored the Indians in the third quarter, 23-12. Harris gives it to Nelson at the right elbow. She'll shoot from there. That's no good. Long rebound tapped by the Indians, but stays loose. But the ball comes loose and it comes back to Marlowe. She'll give it back to Alder. Alder goes up and is fouled.
Yeah, that was just one of the bad passes from the Russets that we've seen in the game, but they've only had a few of them. But Ella was on top of it, grabbed the ball and got it into
Alder to shoot
Alder.
two.
Couldn't come out with it.
As the first one is good. Tonight's game brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When you're planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial. Set an appointment online at evergreenfinancialpartners.com.
Cannon's back in. with 4 fouls.
They have so few people on their roster. You think with such a big lead, they're going to rest their starters, but they only have like 8 people on their roster. So there's not very many people to draw on. As a three-pointer put up by Bahunin, short. Indians hustle for it, and it's Brightly Harris to grab it and run it back up into the front court. Harris lost it, able to go and get it. Gives it back to Chloe Kuntz. Free throw line extended right. Looks inside. Down low.
Oh, nice
great pass to Marlowe. Can't get it to go down. Gets her own rebound. Back outside. Harris 4-3. That's no good. Nelson has the rebound this time and has it whacked away from her. And quickly, here come the Russets again back the other way. 2-on-3 as Kidman will now turn around and give it back to Cannon, who drives the middle, lays it off. Great pass. The layup down there again for Packer.
I don't care. That's just good basketball right there. That is good basketball.
Yeah, this is a clinic. Somebody needs to publish this video and sell it as an instructional tape. As Alder fouled on the reach-in. She'll go to the free throw line for 1-1 as Packer draws the foul.
Well, yeah, Cannon knew right where her teammate was. Just a kind of a round the defense pass and up, easy layup.
Yeah, just a little drop-off pass for her. The shot by Alder is no good on the free throw. She misses the front end of the 1-1. 5 minutes exactly. Running clock here in the fourth quarter as they throw it away. One of the few mistakes made by the Russets all night. Tonight's game brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Stop by at lunchtime for a mouth-watering meat sandwich or get some of that great hickory smoked beef jerky. Ordered online at papajs.com. Three-pointer from the right side by Chloe Kuntz is no good. Rebound comes off to Kidman. Up into the front quarter. She just drops the ball trying to make the pass, picked up by the Indians as they throw it into the back court, but it's picked up there by Cannon. Cannon quickly back up in the front court. Kidman looks at a 2. That's no good as it's batted free, but picked up again by Nelson for the Indians. Back to Harris. Into the front court to Alder. Holds it up. Top of the key back to Harris. Back to Marlowe at the free throw line as they work the ball around the perimeter. Back out top. Swing it back over on the right side. Ball tapped on the way in, and Cannon's got the interception. Comes back up in the front court. Stevens pulls up. That's blocked by Harris, and then she saves it back on the court. And Kuntz can't get it.
Yeah, that last turnover by the Indians down here was a telegraph pass. Even I could have got in the path of that one.
Things just aren't crisp. You know,
Right.
They know where they're going to go with the ball, but it takes, okay, you're there. Now I'm going to throw it to you. And like you said, it's telegraphed. Everybody in the building knows it's coming. As comes back out top and back to Kidman. She'll take it down the right side. Double teamed there, so she'll get it back out top to Cannon. Cannon wants to drive, now pulls it back out. Drives down the left side of the lane, down to the block. Turns baseline, kick it back out. Another three-pointer from straight away as that one's no good, put up by Dye. Battered around, Harris goes for it, but Liz can't quite get to it as it's Wasden who outruns her for the ball. Back to Cannon, looks at a 3, no good. Long rebound, touched twice, and last touch by the Indians as Twos had a hand on it. It goes out of bounds.
That was almost a good play, a good rebound by Twos, but she went to control the dribble, and it was bouncing it out of bounds.
Cannon has 19. She's the high scorer in the game. Pass comes into Dye, fakes the shot, now wants to drive. Back to Cannon. Cannon spins just inside the free throw line. Doesn't take the shot, give it back out to Kidman again. In the corner, Dye for 3. No. Attached there, is that'll go out of bounds. Touched by Wasden. That'll go out of bounds with 2:23 left. Tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction. Building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. Back up into the front court as it comes to Twos. Back out top, now back over on the right side to Brightly Harris. Back down low, it comes to Liz Harris. Try to bounce it down low, back to Jadley Roberts just back into the game. She lost control of it, but Cannon's there to pick it up. Here comes Cannon up the floor, down the lane, lay it down low, off the hands of Bahunin and out of bounds. Going to say the Indians touched it, so it's going to stay with the Russets out down low. 1:45 to play, running clock here in the fourth.
The Indians are gassed, but they are playing hard.
It's all right. Maybe we can beat the snow. as it comes back to Cannon. Back in the right corner to Williams. Back out top to Cannon again. Wants to drive. Scoop shot. Well, good. Gets her own rebound down low. She's quadruple teamed and kicks it back outside to Williams. In the left corner, it goes to Dye for three. That's no good. And Harris able to chase it down, but it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Harris says, I'm going to let this one go out of bounds. I need a breather.
1:18 to play. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Here's Twos. Back out top to Alder. Back to two. She looks at a three. That's good.
Told you. Take it.
Taya's got the three. She's got 14, and she's back in double digits again. Under a minute to play. 51 seconds to be exact. As it comes back to Williams, as now Shelley appears to be satisfied with a 74-40 lead. As they're just going to dribble the ball out around the top of the key and let the clock run. As Williams now wants to penetrate. She'll whip it back outside, back to Cannon. She holds it just outside the three-point arc. Now she'll back it out back near the timeline again. As Roberts follows her out there, still dribbling with 25 seconds to play. Get it back to Williams. Williams fakes left, goes right, back across the top of the key again. As Cannon again comes back out to receive the pass. 15 seconds to go in the game. As Cannon will now dribble it back across the top of the key. Back over to Dye as they're just going to let the clock run out with 5, with 4. Comes back to Cannon. She's going to hold it, and that's the way the game will end. 74-40. A big lopsided win once again for the Shelley Russets as they beat the Indians for the second time in a row. And as we have said many, many times here tonight, John, this team is very much for real.
Yeah, I can't say enough. I normally don't talk up the opposer on the radio, but this team was for real tonight. They played so well. Yeah.
Absolutely. So 74-40 the final on the West Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Stay with us. The postgame show is next. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for newer used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Rouse Construction postgame show, coming up next. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Where for the last 2 hours we've been singing the praises. Unfortunately, it was the praises of the Shelley Russets and not the Indians tonight, as we saw one heck of a team play.
Yeah, I'd like to just mention before you get into the scorings, if the team scored 40 points in a normal game, in a regular game, they're going to be in close to a good win. The Russets just outplayed and played almost flawlessly tonight.
Only one time this year has Preston gone over 40 points. That was the win at Burley when they scored 51. So it's that they got to somewhere they normally don't get, at least hadn't so far on the year, by scoring 40 points tonight. But again, not quite enough. As and I won't sound like a broken record, but this was an incredible team that we just watched.
I almost think they could have beat some of the boys' teams that I've seen in high school. They played so well. That's how well I think they played.
Their passes were crisp. They were on target. They knew exactly where everybody was going to be.
Right. They didn't telegraph. They would look. They'd see a play, want to throw the ball there, but didn't commit until when they knew they didn't have a chance. They looked for another or a better pass. So many times I saw them go for the pass, but stop and look it off to get the ball to another place.
I think if you're Camille Coons, you sit down tomorrow. Don't even go out on the basketball floor. You sit down with the girls tomorrow, and you watch the game tape over again and say, this is the way that we need to do things.
Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. And like you said, you mentioned earlier on the air, it was a clinic. It was a clinic. I was so impressed with the way the Russets played that I wish them the best of luck. I
Absolutely.
Really do.
They're very good. We're going to try to go through the post-game show here a little quick, see if we can get out of here before the snow hits. We got a couple of commercial breaks to take. We'll be right back. We'll look at the scoring from tonight's game. Final score once again, Shelley 74, Preston 40. We'll be right back. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837. It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, let's look at the scoring from tonight's game, brought to you by the Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency. First for the Preston Indians, it was Chloe Kuntz who played but did not score. Jaylee Roberts had 2. Taya 2 has finished the game with 14. She's reached double figures in all 5 games in which the Indians have played. Brightly Harris had 1. Liz Harris had 4. Brittany Alder had 3. Emma Kuntz with 12 in the game, and Ellie Nelson finished the game with 4 points. For the Shelley Russets, Mia Williams finished with 12. Haley Dye had 6. It was Gracie Stevens finishing with 13 tonight. Riley Wasden did not score. Sarah Kidman had 6. Kaylee Packer had finished with 10. Holly Bohunen finished with 5 and 19 points tonight. High point honors going to Brinley Cannon as the Shelley Russets beat the Indians by the final score of 74-40. Quick break, come back, get final thoughts from John before we say goodnight as we continue right after this. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, John, before we say goodnight and head back out on the road, let's get some final thoughts from you.
Well, I'm going to say that the Lady Indians made a couple of steps forward tonight. I saw some good things tonight. We're just not cleaning up some of the stuff we still need to work on. But they've made a step forward. We're scoring a few more points. I saw the defense played a little better, and the offense is starting to score, and we're going to get better. We're getting better time. We just ran into an exceptionally well-played game by the Shelley Russets. So my final word tonight is Shelley, because I got to give it to them. They played that well.
Absolutely, they sure did. We will see you tomorrow night back at home in Preston Gym when the boys take the floor in their home opener.
Be happy to be there. I love watching the boys
and we'll see
the girls.
And we'll see you then. Next up for the Lady Indians, they're back on the floor a week from tomorrow when they host the Sugar Salem Diggers. When they come to Preston Gym, we'll have the broadcast for you here on mylocalradio.com and on KACH. Pre-game starts about 7 o'clock. Tip-off set for 7:30. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night when the Preston boys open their home schedule with the Bishop Kelly Knights in town to visit Preston. Again, our coverage starts just about 7 o'clock with the tip-off at 7:30. And don't forget the special matinee on Saturday against the Valley View Falcons as well. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator has been John Beverly. As we remind you, the final score is the Lady Russets beat the Indians by the final score of 74-40. Until next time, for John Slaughter, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for listening and watching, and have a good night from here at Shelley High School. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.